I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue.
Hello, welcome back.
Oh shit.
Episode 7. We're back.
Did you just surprise start on me, dude?
I did, yeah.
Alright, I'm ready.
We're going.
Skibbity Pap. Skibbity Pap. Dude, episode 7.
Episode 7.
Do you want to apologize? Do you want me to?
I'm not going to apologize. Life happens.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Caleb's kids stayed up till 4:30 in the fucking morning last week. On the night that we were going to do the podcast. And then Saturday night, I got lost in ARC. The week before that, we went to Fiddler and
we both drank too much and Jason lost his voice.
I lost my voice completely. Woke up the next morning and I was like, hey.
The next entire week.
It was like 3 days I couldn't even talk. That's because every day on my way home from work, I was going, get off my wit.
See, if you drink cum, that helps smooth.
Yeah, see, that's what I heard.
The throat.
Yeah. So I was trying to get you to fucking jizz down my throat for the entire week, but you wouldn't do it.
You should have other people for that.
I thought you were my friend.
You should have other people for that.
You're supposed to be my friend. And if I need a little throat cleanser, you're supposed to do that for me. It's a win-win for both of us. My throat clears up. You get to come. Oh, my God.
Well, we just got told to tone it down a little bit.
No.
The peanut gallery.
This is the cast, dude.
The peanut gallery's talking.
Yeah, peanut gallery's fucking gay.
She's going to come over here and hit you.
Ew, dude. No, nothing. Never mind. Sorry. You said come, so my brain immediately went to the worst possible outcome.
Why?
I don't know. I was just thinking about cum a lot lately. Cum is weird.
Do you think it could kill somebody coming off a balcony like 100 floors up? Do you think that could kill anybody?
It might. Do you think pissing from 100 floors up would kill someone?
I think cum is heavier, so I feel like it would be.
It just shatters someone's shoulder with a load.
I don't think.
I don't know. People get shit on all the time from birds, and they're fine.
I guess.
I don't know. Do you think somebody would just think it was bird shit? A fucking load hit him in the shoulder. It's like you're sleeping with some girl on a balcony like 100 feet up in the air, and she says pull out, and you shoot it off the edge, and you're oh fuck.
Just 5 people to get it.
Just this giant splatter of jizz on the floor. Oh my God. Why does this bird shit taste salty? You guys taste pineapple? Actually, it kind of tastes like Bankies.
I think you just drink too much.
Do you think I actually taste my own jizz? Besides once?
Why once?
Are you saying you've done it more than once?
I'm saying I've never done it at all.
You never tasted your own cum?
No.
You're one in a million.
You have?
Every dude that listens to this podcast, I guarantee has tasted his own cum. Matt. Stevie Weavy.
You got to comment.
Huh?
If you got to comment if you have, because I don't believe it.
You don't believe that I've tasted my own jizz?
I don't believe that 100% or 90% of people have.
I guarantee you, Matthew's gonna text me and be like, "Dude, how'd you know?" Serenity. All right.
He said he wanted to be called Mateo.
Mateo? Oh, shit. My bad, dude. Sorry, Mateo. I'll make it up to you later, baby girl. Damn it.
What?
I don't know. I heard he doesn't like gay stuff, and I just went full on fucking gay idiot on him.
Well, that's just because you like dick, so there's nothing you can do to
I don't
help
like
it.
dick, dude. I just like the way it tastes. Something wrong with that?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
As I don't like it up my butt.
But you
I just
it.
like it jammed down my throat as far as it can fucking go.
What the
What were we going to start out with? Because I know we did not go the direction we were going to start this out with.
I don't remember.
We lost our groove taking 2 weeks off.
I mean, that was pretty good groove.
Well, I don't know.
You've been watching a lot of kids' movies, haven't you?
You think that's funny back there? Yeah, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's fucking sick, dude. Oh, yeah. You were talking about the Emoji Movie?
Yeah, you got sucked in a couple times.
I did, to be honest. It was super gay. And I'm not even fucking with you when I say it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
But
But
you
every time
watched
I looked over, I was like, what the fuck is going on? How did they make a movie about this?
I know. But you like were looking for like 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to play Ark. But the fucking emojis fucking blasting in my ear.
Do you think that's why kids get sucked into movies? Do you think they're designed like that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best movie of all time? What? Yeah, well, it's been 2 weeks, so we can talk about it again. Might have changed. Best show of all time.
Best show? The Office. No.
You can go by genre if you want. Best drama, best comedy, best blah, blah, blah. Best comedy show of all time, still to me, South Park by far. South Park's
great.
South Park there's nothing that can beat it. They've outdone The Simpsons. They've outdone Family Guy. They've outdone Seinfeld. The only one that I've seen that is a live action sitcom that kind of lives up to it is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That show is fucking hilarious. You ever seen Always Sunny? I think I showed you a couple episodes, but the couple that I showed you tell me that wasn't funny as shit.
They were funny.
Danny DeVito, they talk about Danny DeVito in some of the interviews because he doesn't really do interviews and shit like that with them. They talk about Danny and they're like, sometimes it's really hard to tell if he's being Frank or if he's just being Danny. That dude's just a weirdo. And he's only like 4'6", I think.
Is he really that short?
He's short as fuck, dude. Yeah, he's got some sort of disease. But he did really good as the Penguin in the old Batman movies.
Good.
Perfect for that. What about you? What do you think's the best comedy show?
Best comedy?
Show. Movie? Best comedy movie, in my opinion. Pineapple Express.
I haven't watched it since I was like not a little kid, but
It's better as an adult. But it's one of the least standout scenes from that movie that I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen that probably won't remember it. But when they break up, like as friends, they like go their separate ways because they get mad at each other. Every movie has something like that. You know what I mean? It cuts to James Franco's character, Saul, I think his name was. I haven't seen it forever too, but he's just sitting he's swinging on a swing set at a like elementary school, eating a burger, going with a burger in his mouth. And then it shows some little kid leaning against the fence, just staring at him with her mouth wide open, like he's crying, eating a cheeseburger on a swing set at elementary school. And when they first like separate ways, and he's like, Saul, you have all the money. Can you at least give me something? And he throws a fucking handful of change at him. And he's like, oh, actually, throws a nickel at him. And he's like, supersize it, bitch. It's such a good movie, dude.
You know who I've been seeing on Facebook Reels recently?
Who?
Fucking, why can't I think of it now?
Sorry, I
Guy
got
from the
okay.
movie, he runs for class president.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite, yes. I've been seeing him everywhere.
Well, he
On
just did a
Reels.
commercial as Napoleon again for Tater Tots.
Tater Tots.
Tater Tots. Yeah, he did. What was that? Orida or whatever.
Yeah. And ever since then, I've seen like reels of him. Like, and TikTok, I've seen a shit ton of with him. He's like, would you get paid $10 for a movie you did 20 years ago?
That is like that did randomly turn into a cult classic though.
It did. Yeah.
Like he wasn't even famous yet. He made that at a house with people that are still not known besides him. The guy who played Napoleon is the only one that got famous from that movie.
Really?
Yeah. It was played at a Sundance Film Festival, which is all independent films.
Yeah.
And it blew up, became a box office hit. Like you look up that movie, it's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, I've watched. Yeah.
No, I mean, like look up how it happened.
Oh.
Because it started out like they just played it at Sundance. It was like a movie they made just for fun. Played it at Sundance Film Festival. And then they got a contract. It blew up. Like they made a movie for maybe $1,000, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they made
I don't
a couple million off of it.
I don't get why people can't, like, why movie studios need to spend $100 million to make a movie now.
Well, it depends on the movie. Like Marvel movies, you're going to spend a lot of money to get. That's a lot of CGI. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. But
To make it look good, you got to spend a lot of money to do that.
But like all the movies that don't need a lot of CGI, but they're still spending like $50 million.
Yeah, like Napoleon Dynamite. He dated at his high school. He dated at his like
They don't
grandma's
make
house,
movies.
I think.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
Well, it's like you didn't need money to make that movie though.
But they don't even make movies like that anymore.
But like a movie, we'll go back to Pineapple Express. A movie like that, I think, like they had to shut down roadways and cities and shit to film that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of money goes. They had to pay the city to block off roadways and shit. Like, there's that show with William Dafoe in Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? Serenity, do you know what's it called? Shameless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That house on that road, from what I know, every time they filmed an episode, they had to shut down that whole road.
Yeah, because they used it. Yeah, because the neighbors and they.
Yeah, I drove by that house. People live there. Like, it's just a normal neighborhood.
But it's on the nice side of Chicago.
I don't know. We're pretty run down.
Oh, I mean, there's worse.
There's definitely. Oh, I think when we were in a pretty decent part of Chicago.
It's not the slums like they made it out to be in the show.
Oh, speaking of Chicago, dude, that concert was fucking awesome.
I caught donuts right after.
Yeah. Did you not like the concert?
I love the concert.
Dude, me and Jesse were going hard.
Yeah, you also spent like a couple $100 there.
250. I think. On beer. Just alcohol.
We should have drank more at the bar before.
When they did cheap beer, I was pumped. Because I was sitting there drinking a not so cheap beer, but it's mostly a cheap beer if you get it anywhere else.
Yeah, but fucking $15 if you get it from there.
It was $10 for a tall boy.
Oh, the ones I got were 15.
Yeah, so like a tall boy is like $4 to get it from a gas station. So I wouldn't say it's that bad.
A double Jack and Coke, by the way, is 3/4 a glass. Is Jack, by the way.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you had me try that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude!" I felt it down my spine.
Yeah, there was no Coke in there. That was all. That was all Jack.
It was just all cocaine. You know how much drugs are probably running around that concert?
I don't know. The person right in front of us was smoking a joint. I almost asked him for some.
Didn't I ask him for some?
No, we asked if you could because I didn't want. I have social anxiety and didn't want to, but you wouldn't because you're a little bitch.
I also have social anxiety.
Yeah.
I don't know, but after I got drunk enough, I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
You were, you were
crowd
flirting with another dude's chick.
I wasn't flirting with her.
Yes, you were.
No, I remember the whole thing. I was talking to him, too. They were talking to me as a couple, and I was talking to them. You guys just think I'm always trying to sleep with somebody.
No, you definitely were flirting with her.
I had pussy on the way coming to pick us up. Why would I be trying to get with anybody else?
You were flirting pretty hardcore.
No, it wasn't. I was talking to her about the band that was on stage. And to her boyfriend that never heard of this band before that night, seen them in concert. At the end of the night, I remember he came up to me and he's like, these guys are fucking awesome. I was like, that's what I'm saying.
You know, he probably got laid that night.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah.
God, there's so many things I just wanted to say there, but I had to cut myself off of.
Because you're a bitch?
No, she is a straight G for going all the way to Chicago to take us back from the concert, though.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give her credit there.
I do. Yeah. She's a real G.
Yeah.
I approve of your guys.
When I told a couple of other my friends about that, they said, so you just straight up took advantage of this woman. And I was like, well, I didn't mean to. I just asked if she wanted to hang out, and she said where, and I said Chicago. We're at a concert. You want to pick us up after? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Well, you said you talked to her about getting tickets too. So.
Yeah, I couldn't get the tickets. So. Yeah. There was 2 that day, and then I was contemplating everything that was going on, trying to figure everything what we were gonna do.
But then the day of the concert, they were gone.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I was going to get her another ticket quick.
You should have just bought it the day before then. But you're a dumbass, so.
That was still no regrets about the amount of money I spent or anything. Totally worth it.
We're going to take a quick potty break. I got to go poopies.
You need help?
Yeah, you can help. All right, we grabbed a drink and went to the bathroom. We're back.
Caleb went to the bathroom.
All right,
can't hold nothing in because he's got a fucking small colon.
I'm sorry, it's just too loose.
Yeah, he's swollen. His colon's swollen. Damn it.
All them 3-inch diameter shits, you know.
Caleb shits footballs. We were talking about Fiddler, though.
Fiddler? I did not take it. I would not go. There was a dude sitting in the bathroom. Did you see that?
What?
They had a dude, like a worker, sitting in the bathroom.
Probably make sure you weren't doing coke.
I guess, yeah. That makes sense.
Because what else would that guy be sitting in the bathroom to do?
Make sure it's clean. That's what I thought. I didn't think, my first thought didn't go to coke. My bad.
Well, it's a concert with a band that literally had 3 songs in the concert about cocaine.
Dude, there was people doing coke on the fucking floor.
Yeah. Cocaine. I've only ever done coke once and I hated it. I don't know how.
It was probably to make sure nobody passed out in the bathroom, honestly.
That too. But honestly, I don't understand how anybody likes that drug. It sucks. You don't have to say it.
You can think what you want.
Oh, like I like drinking. I like the way I feel when I drink. So I did it the first time and only time I ever did it. I did it. And
drunk.
It sobered me up immediately. And I looked at my friends. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like now I'm just sober and fucking have a lot of energy. This sucks, dude. I don't want to be drunk and go to bed tonight.
Drink more.
I did. And it wasn't working.
You got to drink more.
Well, me and him split like a fucking gram in the bathroom, so I was pretty amped up. I don't say no when I'm drunk, so.
I know you did that Special K.
That was like 3 years ago.
The first or second time you did it? Both?
Both times.
Oh.
It's like 3 years ago. With Captain.
I thought it was 4.
Was it 4 years ago?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I got laid last night.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I got...
You know what she told me?
What?
I drank 9 of the 12 beers in the 12 pack she gave me. She told me I fell asleep with me still inside of her. She told me that, and I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, it's fine. I still finished. And I was like, I obviously didn't. Then we had sex again, and I finished. So
You were all cocooned.
I was That's so good. That's fucking hilarious. So just because I like this morning she brought it up because I was like, I gave her a hug, and I like rested my head on her shoulder. You know what I mean? And like just pretended to fall asleep. I was like, and she's like, "Yeah, you did that last night twice." And I was like, "Wait, really?" My bad, dude.
Wait, so you fell asleep while fucking her?
Twice.
You're a fucking drunk.
No, I'm just good at what I do. Don't be shaking your head back there.
I've never fallen asleep while fucking.
You weren't drunk enough. That's so funny. I feel bad, honestly. She probably thinks like, "Oh, I'm just not good enough." I was like, "No, you're fine. Dude. Like, it's pretty great every time."
You're just a lightweight.
I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
9 beers. You drink 9 beers right now.
Give me 9 beers.
God bless you and God bless America. I only have 2 left.
Speaking of America, why did politics get so like hateful? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's an extremist now.
But why? Why can't we all just be friends?
I don't know. When Obama got elected, we weren't like this.
I know. What happened in the last fucking 8 years?
We're going through the apocalypse.
Do you actually think that?
Like 90% of the stuff that the book of Revelations in the Bible says was going to happen has happened.
It's
It's pretty much just Jesus comes for his second coming and there's a war between heaven and hell. That's the only thing that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but they've been
Like
that's probably been happening for the past 200 years.
Yeah, we're slowly building up to it. But the last 2 or 3 years, literally almost everything that's happened in the book of Revelations has happened. Almost everything. The Hollywood Hills set on fire. Canada set on fire. The hurricanes. The way that politics is going. The human race turning against each other. The way that they are. There is theories going around that Donald Trump or somebody in the United Nations is currently the Antichrist because of the amount of stuff that has been so accurate to the Bible. Like, you look it up. Like, even if you don't believe in it, you can look it up and it's right there in writing that all this stuff is going to happen, and it's all happened within the last 2 years. None of this, you can go back in history and look it up. None of this is all of this shit that's happened so quickly in succession. It's all happened before, but not this quickly in succession, all at the same time.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not going to get into the religion part of it. I'm not a very religious person. But when I read the parts of the book of Revelations that have happened, and the amount of stuff that hasn't happened yet was like 2 or 3 things in the last like year and a half, I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's terrifying. There's like 2 or 3 more things that are supposed to happen before Jesus comes back and the Antichrist shows himself and the war between heaven and hell happens.
Maybe Hitler's not dead.
Hitler could have been the Antichrist.
And he just killed himself before?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I don't believe in that. I don't know.
It makes sense, though.
I can see what you're saying because it said tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
And when
Hurricanes, high winds, flooding, but not the whole world. Because they promised not to do the whole world, but immense flooding, wildfires, it literally says in the thing, tall hills set on fire. That's it. Tall hills set on fire. Everything in Canada and California that was set on fire was tall hills. It said immense flooding. But due to God promising not to flood the whole earth again, he would never do that again. Fucking Florida is like underwater right now, dude.
Well, North Carolina.
We had 2 of the biggest hurricanes in history within a week of each other.
I don't think the first one was that big.
The first one was a class 5. There was a whole new class for Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Milton was the worst hurricane in history. The one right before that, Helene, was a class 5, which is what they perceived to be the worst. And Hurricane Milton surpassed that.
I think it was still a category 5.
They
though.
still could, yeah, because there's no category after that. But it was worse than Helene.
Yeah, but it was still, they didn't make a new class, but it was still the biggest. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't even have a class for what Hurricane Milton was.
Well,
I honestly do believe, even if you don't believe in the Bible or not, the way that everything's going right now, the end of the world's coming one way or the other.
nuclear.
It's very possible. Honestly, this is controversial. I think the only way that we can avoid nuclear war is Trump in the office.
I honestly agree.
He's like, people talk shit about him being friends with, he had to be friends with them.
Yeah, if you're not friends, you're enemies.
Yeah.
When we don't need friends, but we definitely don't need enemies.
The whole time that he was president, Russia was threatening Ukraine. As soon as Biden became president, they invaded Ukraine.
Yeah,
no, Kamala actually got on there. And
they sent Kamala over to do peace talks, and right after
3 days later, yeah, they invaded Ukraine.
Let's see how well those peace talks went.
I can't believe anybody even thinking about voting for her. They say the lesser of the two evils. I'm like, you sure?
They're both.
Because I'm doing lesser of the two evils right now, and you're wrong, dude. Jesus Christ, looking at this lady's past a little bit. When she was, prosecuting people? She'd throw people in jail for like 30 years for selling weed. Literally.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Because she wanted to be perceived as powerful. That's it. You gave this bitch a little bit of power and she fucked you. Literally. Well, not literally, but
so she raped people?
Yeah. No, she was raping. Metaphorically raping people. Well, when I was in jail this last time, there was like 4 or 5 black dudes that were in there with me.
Did you think you were going to get raped?
No, they were chill. They taught me how to play spades.
I know how to play spades.
Yeah, of course you do. You're in rehab. But
what the fuck does that have to do with it? Spades is a jail game.
Serenity's interrupting the podcast again.
We can go.
What is it?
They're having a Halloween event at the Madison Zoo. So she wants to go.
You know, ARC is doing a Halloween event.
Yeah, it comes out in a week.
Yeah, November 30th or October 30th.
I guess that's more than a week.
Yeah. Fuck. Man.
What?
Well, it's been a roller coaster this year.
Yes.
For everybody that I know.
I can't go grocery shopping without spending less than $100. When I, like 10 years, like not 10 years ago.
I got a bag of chips, salsa, a case of beer, and a 24-pack of soda. 4 things.
30, 40 bucks?
50.
50? Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I wish I couldn't say that. No, but like fucking 5 years ago, I'd be able to fill my card up and spend maybe $100.
Pretty much the choice you have in this election is, do you want the rest of the world to be able to come here and live a free life, or do you want to be able to afford your groceries? That's your choice. Do you want the rest? Do you want to care about the rest of the world or just us? That's the choice you have.
See, that used to be our stance too. We used to be isolationist. Like we used to be.
I don't get why we're not.
Put ourselves.
No, we didn't. We weren't even isolationists. We just made everybody go through the process.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like before
like my great grandpa's parents were from Ireland, I think. Ireland or Scotland, but yeah, they came. Like my family moved here in the 1860s.
But for before World War II, we didn't care about anybody. We did not care about any other country besides the
Fuck
U.S.
They're fucking gay.
Like, they wanted to pull us into the war, and we were like, we're good. We're good. That's your continent. That's not ours.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we're like, you know what? Let's send them $400 billion. Or dollars of equipment, I guess.
No, the thing that pisses me off the most recently, they $750 a piece to the people that went through that hurricanes.
And
both of them.
Most of them are getting denied.
Yeah. They spent what, $8 billion?
Yeah.
$8 or $10 billion to Ukraine
And Israel.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Everybody's defense to that is it's just equipment. We're just giving them equipment, but that's still
Elon Musk
billions of dollars of equipment.
Elon Musk tried to
that we
bring
spent money
Skynet over North Carolina so they could contact people to get them to get rescued.
Yeah.
And they told him he can't do that.
Yeah, because you can't deliver it unless you know the person you're giving it to. And they don't have any way to contact him, so he doesn't know who he's going to, so he can't get clearance to go there.
That's fucking insane. Elon and Trump are trying to help in every way they can. The actual government is telling them you can't.
See, I like how Kamala in Florida, she called DeSantis. And he was like, I talked to the president. I talked to the FEMA director. I talked to everybody I need to. She's never called during any other hurricane. But now she wants to do it. That's political. And anybody who wants to make it political, that's bullshit. Because I got everything I need to save the people here. And if I need something, I'll call. And then she wanted to make it all political. Like, oh, she don't want to answer my call because I'm running for president. Like, bitch.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, it pisses me off. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this right now. You want to talk about what's going on in ARC right now?
What's going on?
We're in a situation. I don't know how we're getting out of that.
Or are you talking about, like...
Oh, we fell off the floating island into a lake that's at the bottom of entire, like, Niagara Falls.
Yeah, our dinosaurs are up at the top and we can't.
Yeah, we can't call them down. Yeah, we're fucked.
Run back
Run back where?
to our base.
To the cliffs? We got nowhere to go. We're fucked, dude.
Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Serenity's playing on the computer right now.
She's going hard, too. Look at her.
Okay, this one is...
She was sitting there like this. That's it. All right. We need to hit pause.
We're gonna take a quick pause.
Serenity needs help.
All right, we're back. Serenity passed your level and wanted me to see the flowers she got.
Yeah, Serenity thinks she's cool with playing Plants vs. Zombies instead of ARK. Don't flip me off, dude.
How many times did you die today?
I want to talk about that.
Was it over
You
40?
ditched me on the beach. You left me for dead.
I told you.
Caleb, do you know how many times I died and had to run over 1,500 meters back to my dead body? Do you know what I went through? No, you don't. Because you were singing and hanging out happily on your base. Just chilling, hanging out. You know what I did? I died 19 fucking times.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, what?
Like a minute before you got attacked by the T-Rexes, I told you I'm leaving and I suggest you do the same.
You didn't tell me why. If you said there's T-Rexes, I would have immediately got on Barry. Rest in peace, Barry. I would have got on Barry and got the hell out of there.
I thought you'd know to get the point when I said I'm leaving.
No, you know what you say in that situation. Hey, Jason, I'm leaving. There's 2 T-Rexes. I'm out of here. Oh, thanks, Caleb. I am going to hop on Barry and leave. Rest in peace, Barry. I might cry.
Because he died 19 times?
No, because Barry is my special guy. I had 18 hours to get my bag. I knew I would have got it eventually, and I did.
After 19 times.
Don't laugh. Dude, I don't know if you guys seen how pissed I got.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
What the fuck was that? So I don't know if you guys saw how pissed I was getting. Around the 18th time, I literally about just set my computer outside with a free sign on it.
I would have taken it. You would have gotten
Free? If you grabbed it, I would have hit it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I forgot you were gay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that's the most irritated I've ever been with a video game before. You know, the most satisfied I've ever been with a video game, though?
What?
Was when I finally got back on Carrie.
Carrie?
Yeah, Carrie is Terry's bae. Rest in peace, Barry. No, but I got back on Carrie, which is the one that I tamed on the island. And I got back on her, and a saber-tooth tried to come at me, and I just stayed on its backside and killed it and ate it. And I was like, yeah, that's what you fucking get, dude. You killed me 19 times. Now you're just lunch. You're just fucking lunch for Carrie. That's all you are. You've lost everything. Your kids have no parents.
But you died.
Your kids have
times.
no parents.
But
now.
you died 19 times.
Yeah, well, that don't matter anymore.
Yeah, I think it still does.
That don't matter anymore because that fucking stupid ass tiger is dead now. The rest of them, I dragged down the beach, left them there. Beach where I landed is fine. We still need to get some RGs though. This is not going our way at all.
No. No.
Everything that could have possibly went wrong with us getting some RGs has went wrong.
Yeah, we shouldn't have been on that cliff.
We should have just left that one alone.
You said wait for it to land. I waited for it to land and I shot.
And then immediately went after Terry. Why did it go after my bird?
It was the first thing it saw. It saw an arrow come from that direction. It thought it was Terry.
Since when did pteranodons know how to shoot bow and arrow, dude?
Well, I'm a black guy, so
Yeah, you just blend in with the background.
I steal stuff. I don't shoot.
That was so funny. when it hit me off the cliff, I literally fell for like a minute.
It was more than a minute.
Yeah, it was so long.
I was like, where the fuck did Jason go? I was like, I'm up here by myself. He's just ran away. And then I got hit off.
When I started falling, dude, I was like, then Serenity came out and said, hey, you guys are being a little loud right now. I was like, you don't know what we just went through.
And then we had to swim.
Yeah, well, we landed like, dude, I couldn't even see the bottom of the ocean that we landed in. That was the scariest part for me. It was when I landed and I looked down. I was like, oh fuck!
You had to swim up a bunch. We sank to the if it was normal water, it'd be the bottom.
Yeah, that was the scary part because I looked down and I couldn't see the bottom and looked up and I could barely see the top. I was like, oh my god! Dude. And then I was just about to surface, and then I heard you go, oh god! And then I just saw this little blip slowly getting closer. I was already it was a solid minute before you got launched off the cliff too. That was the best part. I was like, Caleb! And then you're like, oh god!
No, but seriously, I thought you just ran away until I got hit off the cliff.
As irritating as this game is, it is probably, besides Sons of the Forest, maybe the most fun survival game I've ever played in my life. It's probably beat Sons of the Forest because Sons of the Forest, you can't tame dinosaurs.
That just makes it better.
Yeah. Oh, Sons of the Forest is pretty sick though.
I think I only have like 3 or 4 more shots.
You're gonna black out on 3 more shots.
No.
All right, here's a good question. What's your favorite game you've ever played in your life?
Favorite grain? Favorite grain?
Favorite grain? Barley. I really like barley. Mine's God of War, I think. The third God of War 3.
I want to say It's not Fallout, but it's like Fallout.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even know what Fallout was until they came out with the show, and then Ted was like,
Really?
dude, you got to watch this show.
The show was amazing.
The show was really good. You just still didn't answer the question, though. What's the game about?
Or maybe I am thinking of Fallout, but it's not. It's not for. It's and I'm not.
New Vegas?
Yeah, New Vegas. New Vegas, fucking Fallout, top tier.
I don't know. I've always enjoyed the survival games. I think that's my favorite category. Definitely the survival games. Because I like, if I play a game, I want it to take time.
Fallout,
Like, I don't want to beat it in like 2 hours, then I just feel unsatisfied. You know what I mean?
you can.
Like, Ark?
If you complete Fallout in 2 hours, you have.
No, Fallout's pretty sick.
I mean,
Fallout,
you can
I really
speedrun.
liked Fallout.
You can speedrun Fallout, but
Yeah.
if you speedrun, you're not having fun.
Yeah. No,
You're just-
Fallout's awesome, dude. I got really into Fallout for a while.
Yeah, after
But-
the show. 'Cause
Survival games like this, I'd go back to the Sons of the Forest right now. You know what I mean?
I'd go back
It's-
to Fallout right now.
I probably would try it too if my friends started playing it. But
I don't know
Ark?
about the new online one though. I played it when it first came out and it was very buggy and laggy.
I don't know. I like the fact that the island in Ark, like a minimal, takes 300 hours to complete. I love that because you got something to build up to for weeks. You know what I mean?
And for most people it takes more than that.
Like 300 hours is the minimum. Like most people are probably spending 600 hours to complete the story of the first island on Ark. There's 4 other story islands and like 2 more to come. The center is not a story island.
It's not?
No.
What's the center then?
It's just another Ark.
What are the fucking
Do you know the story of this game at all?
No, not at all.
The story is insane. Like the video that I listened to at work of the storyline of this game was 3 hours long, and it was a summary. Like as much as buggy as this game is the shit that the studio gets shit for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I give them respect still, and I just kind of deal with the bugs and shit because they put more effort into this game than anybody gets them credit for. Like to summarize the story, and it's 3 hours. For you to have to spend 300 hours to be able to complete the storyline, you know how much effort that takes from a studio? You know what I'm saying? The amount of stuff that studio had to do to make that game to where you could sustain
every
300
hour of
hours.
story is probably like, or every hour of story is probably like 100.
Yeah.
To make.
Exactly. And there's 300 hours of that. Every single explorer note, every single dinosaur, every single little part of the island, every single ruin that you see has storyline behind it. That's the part that a lot of people don't talk about with this game. They talk about the bugs and the little shit that goes on in it. And for me, I'm like, these people must not understand how big this game actually is. Like, you get the biggest...
See, but they did release it too early.
They did. They even admitted that. They said they were forced to release it due to contract.
They could have just voided the contract.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't have got... What we're doing right now is because of that contract.
Yeah, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, you can't please everybody, but that's the way it always is.
Yeah. Except for with God of War, because everybody's always pleased with that game.
They're also from a big publisher.
No, they're not. Santa Monica Studios was nothing until they made the first God of War.
Yeah, but what are they now?
God of War. It's the only game they make.
Yeah.
There's only... there's 1, 2, 3, Ascended, Ghost of Sparta, and then 5 and 6. So 5, 6, 7 games. 7 games since 2003. The story of Kratos
is the best storyline I've ever seen in a video game about a character besides Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2 best story of all time.
If you want to combine Red Dead 2 and Red Dead 1, then John Marston's got the best storyline of all time. But if you're just talking Red Dead 2, then Arthur Morgan. If you combine two games, John Marston's got the best story.
I'm saying Red Dead 2 has the best. It is probably one of the best games out there. I guess I changed my answer from Fallout to Red Dead.
Red Dead 2 that's the only video game I've ever played that's actually I had to have my little brother come into the room because I did not want to cry. His last ride.
All the memories.
Oh my god. His last ride. You just put that in the cinematic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the horse just automatically follows the road. And you just sit back and you listen to everything that's going on. Like, you play the game as a bad person, you play the game as a good person, it changes, and fucking everything they do to that game is insane. But if you do it as a good person, like you do the high honor playthrough, oh my, that's what made me cry. And then the ending of Arthur Morgan, if you're the high honor ending, when the song is in my head, but I can't think of it. But the song they played over him.
I did not have high honor.
Yeah. Oh, if you got low honor, he just gets shot in the head. But if you got high honor and you finish the game, you do the last storyline as Arthur Morgan, Micah just leaves him there on the cliff, and he crawls up to the edge of the cliff and lays down. And then he's wheezing because he's got tuberculosis and he's about to die. He's like, and he slowly turns his head and watches the sunrise for the last time over the entire map that they created. And it says, I am a man. Or something like that, dude. I can't remember the exact fucking song, but it was fucking like it's better than any movie I've ever watched in my life. The cinematics of that game are insane.
It is definitely not the best movie you've ever seen in your life.
What do you mean? No, I'm saying like it's better than any movie I've ever seen in my life because I was that character. I spent probably now I've played through that storyline of that game probably 15 times. And each time I play through that storyline of that game, something different happens.
Yeah, because every choice you make in that game.
Yeah. And every time you play through that whole storyline, the storyline itself, including dialogue, is like 89 hours, I think. To speedrun it, it's 89 hours minimum. So that takes probably an average person at least 100 hours to complete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's 1,500 hours I have into this game. And every single time I play it, different. That's insane. Like this last time I played it, 1,400 hours into the game, I was doing that hunting mission with Hosea where you go to hunt the bear for the first time.
Yeah. That's
And-
one of the first ones.
Yeah. And when I was riding back from that, it's the first time I chose to ride back by myself. When I was riding back, I just happened to glance at the mini map for the half second that this is on the mini map and seen the X, like somebody is dead. I was like, oh, what the fuck's that? And I went over and it ended up being a log cabin. Opened the front door of the log cabin, and he's got dialogue for this and everything. That's the crazy part. They thought of everything in this fucking game. He opens the door of this house and goes, oh my God. What the hell? A meteorite hit the top of this fucking log cabin and killed everybody inside. I've never seen this before.
I never saw that.
Yeah. This is random ass log cabin. I just happened to ride by it and just happened to see a little X. That's it. There's a story, like behind every little house, every little place you go into this fucking game has story behind it. It's insane. You know how much time that took to make that. Imagine what GTA 6 is going to be like.
Rockstar is huge though.
Imagine what GTA 6 is going to be.
You
like.
know,
That was 6
Rockstar-
years. GTA 6 has been being made for over 10 years now.
You know, Rockstar is the only game company that had a contract with the union. Well, I don't know what union it is, but you know when they were going on strikes, like the voice actors, you know, they were the only ones that were like, we want everybody still working on GTA 6. We'll agree to whatever terms you guys come up with in the negotiations, but we can't stop making this.
Yeah. They've been making it for over 10 years, dude.
Yeah, and they don't want any more delays. That's
They
why they said that.
Red Dead 1 came out in, what was that, 2012? It was when the PS3 came out, 2012?
That sounds right.
Yeah. And they took them, they're making GTA 6 the whole time they've been doing this. That's something you got to keep in mind. They came out with Red Dead 2 while they were still making GTA 6. They had half their team on Red Dead 2. The full team is on GTA 6.
Until it's released.
Imagine what this game's going to be. You don't even need to hype it up because you already know.
Red Dead 2, the one teaser,
Red Dead 2, greatest game of all time. There's
do you think
nobody
the
can
teaser
argue about it.
trailer was actual footage of the game? Or
I
do you
think some
that,
of it was. I think when GTA 6 comes out, I'm going to have to fully upgrade this whole PC that I spent $3K on.
I think that would mostly depend on if it's online.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but Arc Ascended. I had to upgrade my RAM
That's
just to play the fucking game.
That's because your RAM sucks.
It was 16 gigs. But that was the minimum. That's the crazy part. I was told when I built this computer, I wouldn't need any more than 16 gigs for 10 years.
Yeah, but then they started making better games.
Immediately afterwards. The technology is advancing as fast as fuck.
See, computer parts are at the top of what they can do.
That's fair.
basically.
Well, think about the NASA computers and shit.
Yeah, but do you know how big and expensive they are? That's why.
That's true.
Supercomputers are not cheap. That's why everybody doesn't have them.
That's true, dude. But still. I feel like when GTA 6 comes out, I'm not going to be able to run it.
Well, you'll have after it comes out. It's not coming out on PC.
I'm going to get the 4080 at some point. After we figure everything else out.
Because you know after it comes out, you won't be able to play it right away unless you have PS5. Or the new Xbox, whatever it's at.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to wait. But
Yeah.
we have time to upgrade.
It'll be at least a year after it's released.
I think 32 gigs of RAM and a 4080. My current CPU is top of the line still. I think my graphics card is outdated now.
Most computer parts are top of the line, even if they're like 2-3 years old.
Yeah, what do you got a 3050, don't you?
I think I have a 3060.
I got a 3060 too.
I might have a 3050.
And the 3060,
I don't think
I turned my graphics on ultra for one time on Arc Ascended.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even walk.
It was lagging that much.
It was bad. And this 2 years ago it was top of the line. You know what I mean? 3060 Ti was top of the line shit 2 years ago. Like people were coming up to me and being like, "You got a 3060 in your computer? That's fucking nuts." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I can run anything." Now Arc Ascended comes out, and I'm like,
I'm pretty sure
I looked at
Ascended has been out for a couple.
it came out a year ago. That's the reason it's got so many negative reviews is because nobody can run the fucking game.
I don't have that good of a computer. I think
Well, it's because you understood what was going on. You know what I mean? Like other people are trying to play it on high graphics. I'm on medium, and I got a better PC than most of the people that are leaving negative reviews. You know what I mean?
I think I'm running on the same graphics you are.
Probably. I mean, a 3050 isn't much different than a 3060.
No. No, because even the newest ones are only like 5%, 10% better than what you have.
Well, it recommends to run it on ultra graphics to have a 4080.
Which is like the newest of the new.
Yeah. Yeah, to run the game like it's supposed to, it says you should probably have a 4080 and 32 gigs of data for your RAM. So I got the 32 RAM. My CPU can run a 4080. My CPU runs the game at, when I'm running Ascended, my CPU is only at 30%. My graphics card's at 95% on medium. And my like I said, my graphics card was top of the line 2 years ago. Like top of the line shit. There's only 2 of them that were better than this. From NVIDIA at least. And now they came out with this new generation, and Wildcard Studios is like, all right, well, let's make the fucking best graphics you've ever seen in your entire fucking life and sell it to people with $200 PCs.
It's because Red Dead.
Yeah.
Red Dead came out, and
My
everybody's
computer
like,
runs Red Dead 2 fine, though. Like, I can't even imagine what this game will look like if you actually upgrade. That's how, like, you've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
The pictures I see, I'm on Arc's Reddit. The pictures I see in some people that have actual top-of-the-line PCs, oh my fucking God. Like, it looks, Arc Ascended looks almost just like Arc Evolved, except, like, more shrub stuff.
you can't even see shit when you're walking in the forest.
It's scary. You just hear the music start going, do, 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 and you're like,
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about besides art and computers?
oh, my bad, dude. How about Florida looks like the Purge right now?
Do you think it still looks like the Purge? I mean,
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it recently.
yeah, it's because nobody cares about it anymore because the hurricane's gone. So news is like, oh, let's go on to the next political thing. Because
The news barely covered it in the first place.
yeah, the only reason they covered it is because they try to make it political, and that's all the news cares about.
No, TikTok
why-
is actually a very good place to get your news. I figured out.
It's because news, like actual news stations now, they don't talk about any real news anymore. They talk about their side's political stuff.
Honestly, the only reason I still have TikTok is because that's where I've been getting my news from. Like,
see, but I don't know what to believe is real and what's fake because AI nowadays is like, it's scary. You don't know what's real and fake.
those robots Elon came out with, that actually gave me goosebumps.
It's iRobot. He designed them off of iRobot, definitely.
Yeah, I know it's not going to end up being anything bad, but it just kind of gave me goosebumps because it was the realization for me that we are actually living in the future. Like, what we're living now is the shit we watched in movies our whole lives.
We don't have flying cars yet, and we were supposed to have that 4 years ago.
We do have flying cars. They're just not affordable to people.
Like flying cars, like in Back to the Future?
Yeah, magnetic stuff.
What about Back to the Future? That's what I want.
In order to have floating cars like they do in that, we would have to have magnetic strips going along every single road in the United States. That's what they have now. You know what I mean?
I think that's not what was going on in Back to the Future. That was the actual
Back to the
flying
Future
cars.
had like fucking plasma fucking shit or whatever.
It was
That's
fusion.
not going to happen.
It was fusion.
It's not going to
It
happen.
was ran off of nuclear fusion. Did you never watch the movies?
It's been a while. But that's not going to that's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
It will never happen.
That's not going to happen.
They'll never
But
make it affordable for
Elon
us.
actually did come out with a car that can float.
Oh my God.
due
Did
to
you see the new
magnetism.
taxi?
What?
The new taxi. It's literally an iRobot car.
Oh, the fucking one that literally just drives itself around.
Yeah, it doesn't have a steering wheel or anything. Speaking of Elon Musk, though, he landed or like caught, yeah, I guess you'd say, the booster from.
I seen that, dude. That was nuts.
That was nuts.
That was actually pretty crazy to watch.
Yeah, it was a fucking.
Because that was the parts that come off the side of the ship, right? That he caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it like actually hits orbit and then it drops those things.
Well, it's like the booster. It caught the booster. Like what propels it from the ground up to space. It caught it.
You know what's funny?
What?
Like a week before that, I was watching Border Patrol show, and one of the people that they caught crossing the border was a guy that was trying to bring in a SpaceX part back across the border from the first SpaceX thing.
Mm-hmm.
When they dropped the boosters, he was bringing back one of the boosters across the border, and then like a week later, Elon did that, and I was like, you probably saw that fucking video of that guy trying to smuggle one of his boosters across the fucking border, dude. Well, that was funny though.
Oh, fucking like a month ago they had the first like tourism in space.
Oh, the like people that like normal people that went to space.
Yeah, I mean they weren't.
I think we
normal.
talked about that on here, but that happened since we did our last podcast. So we talked about it going to happen in the last podcast we did. That's how long it's been, Caleb.
No, I'm pretty sure it happened before we stopped doing the podcast.
We didn't stop doing the podcast.
Well,
we just couldn't.
Yeah, we couldn't. Yeah, but it happened before the break.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was fucking. I want to go to space. I wish I was a millionaire and could afford that.
I want to be a millionaire.
It's billionaire.
So
It's
fucking
billionaire.
bad.
It's billionaire.
Yeah, but I was changing the lyrics for what we're talking about.
But you're just sounding retarded.
So music.
Stop being so fucking gay.
Damn it. I need to change this soundboard up, dude. Dude. You got black neighbors?
No, that was me shooting you.
Oh.
You're supposed to
Serenity,
be
what
dead.
the fuck are you doing right now? What are you watching?
Serenity's watching porn in the
Are
corner.
you watching Pornhub?
She is. I just
Dude.
heard the boom boom. Shh.
You don't have to answer this because Serenity's in the room, but Pornhub comments and some of the Pornhub videos are the funniest shit I've ever seen in my
I've
entire
never
life.
once looked at the comments on Pornhub. I'm gonna be honest.
And sometimes I'll be scrolling through and I'll let one loose. You know what I mean? Throw a rope across the room real quick. And then post nut clarity kicks in. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this video anymore. So I'll fucking go to the comment section. I'll be like, there'll be a guy in there. It's like, hey guys, I have this seed on Minecraft. And I was just wondering if anybody on here knows the best place to find diamond on here. And
Like,
somebody will actually
really?
reply to it and be like, yeah, actually, if you go to this far down and like -36 and +27 in longitude and latitude, you'll find diamond here. I'm like, the fact that this guy just found diamond off of Pornhub video. And then there'll be comments like, I just want to feel love. I don't want to touch my penis anymore. I just want to feel love. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to jack off.
I think that's a good place to call it for tonight.
You don't want to keep going off that?
No.
Pornhub comments are funny as shit. Pornhub searches are fucking nuts too.
What do you mean?
Like you go onto Pornhub and you click on the search bar, it'll come up with all the most active recent searches. It's all incest. It's crazy.
Are you telling me I don't look at the search bar enough? I've never noticed it.
No, you just click on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't type anything in. It'll come up with all the most recent searches, the most popular searches recently. Every single time. It's fucking insane. Like, I'll fucking give me 1 second. I'll do it right now.
I'm good. I think we're going to call it for
No,
tonight.
we're not calling it
We're
yet. Let me
calling
do
it.
this really quick. Don't hit pause.
This is JK Podcast.
No, it's not, dude. Hold up. I'm just going to read the most recent one. That's it.
All right, fine.
Yes, I'm 18 or older.
Are you 18? You're straight. Too. Do you have to hit
The
straight?
most recent trending search is therapist.
What? What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what I'm fucking saying. So,
Right.
so you know how many dudes went to therapy, then got home, and they're like, oh, fuck.
I want to fuck my therapist.
That bitch is so hot today.
All right,
God.
we're calling it.
Why are we calling it?
We're
Why are we
calling
calling it, dude? We spent 2 weeks without giving our people anything. We can at least give them an hour and a half.
We can call it for today.
All right. Well, everybody that's listened to it knows that I'm here for the people. And Caleb's a Kamala Harris supporter.
I am not. That is the most definite lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to get into it?
What do you want to get into?
Why aren't you a Kamala Harris supporter?
She literally flip-flops her ideas into what people want to hear.
Have you seen her do the voice changes?
Yes, we've literally talked about it on the pod before.
It's still funny.
She did it like a...
She just did a Spanish one.
Yeah, she did. I was
Funny
gonna
as
say
hell.
that. She like just did one like a week, not even a week ago. Like this week.
After the entire internet called her out for it, she went on fucking stage and was like, "Hola, ¿cómo está?" Jesus Christ.
Because she got caught using a teleprompter at her town hall too.
Oh my God. Better rep, tater chip.
Should I get in the mic too?
Oh, look at that milky smoke. All right. We can call it.
Oh, is it now we're calling it? You're good now?
Yeah.
All right.
You just ripped a bomb. Live on
out.
air.
Peace out, homies.
Yeah. Peace out, dogs.
I don't wanna do this, 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 I don't wanna do this,